Hello.
Hello again.
Welcome to Viva. I don't know what week. I think it's week 9.
Yeah, I think it's week 9.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this week we have to answer questions about the feedback that we were given last week.
Yeah.
So we did rehearsals for Fame and run-throughs, and we have to talk about the feedback we were given and how we would apply that to the show and how we make our performance better.
Yeah.
So the first question is, what feedback have I received in the last week? So who wants to go first?
It will be polite if collect was first.
You can go first, Karen.
I got feedback from Romeo and Juliet scene to look more like interested in the scene, like not as much looking at audience, more like looking into like characters. Some part of the lesson. Just from coming to the second time, I felt like it was better to come to it.
Okay. Anything else?
Also, my feedback for some like acting scene to like trying to use my face expression was quite good, but then just going bigger.
Okay. Eric?
Yeah. About the feedback I was given for my character. Yeah. When in the song Hard Work. Yeah. When I was acting as Mr. Shankov, yeah, I came on the exact cue when I heard the word "I'm alive and will survive" when I was in the lead and I was in the stuff on stage. So yeah.
Okay.
And also, I kept talking to the student. I kept talking to the staff about the students who would go into each class. So yeah, I was in character a lot. So yeah.
Okay. So if I start talking about the rehearsal feedback from last week and last Tuesday, it was quite detailed feedback about hard work, and we have to our eye line needs to be out, and we have to fill the gaps of the music with reactions and everything. And then hard work, it's good. The ending of part 1, hard work with Freeze, is good, but we need to work on that. Junior festival is good. The flamenco dancing is good. But that, and then the more recent feedback. So Monday, and the feedback. What we need, especially for me, for hard work. It was better. The rehearsal was better than last Tuesday, but for hard work, I need to make sure that my facial expressions are more characterised, so like suited to my character, and I need to make more of them because facial expressions can tell the story to the audience without using words. So there's good reactions. During Miss Sherman's speech, she says 97 people were accepted. The reactions of everyone is good. We need to sing to each other when we're singing Here We Are, So Bizarre. We can't talk backstage. I personally struggle with that because talking backstage disrupts what's on stage. Being more focused when singing music is hard work. So when Mr. Shankov says music is hard work, I need to be more focused and I need to convince the audience that music is the hardest profession in the world and there's nothing else harder. Don't speed up lines, so that's more of a general comment, but for me, my line, I think I'm okay with that. I say it slowly. The lunchroom in There She Goes, it was too loud, so we didn't hear it. When we did There She Goes in Fame, we held the Fame bit, when we were like Fame, we held that quite well. And then acting scene rehearsal feedback, we needed to use pauses to our advantage. So when there's a pause, we need to make sure that we fill them and use that. Pay attention to when the scenes are happening in There She Goes, so that the people aren't over talking. Keep the positives and do them every single time. So the things that we are doing well, that's good. Do them every single time. That way we don't need to keep going over them.
Yeah, of course.
Act 2, when we're looking at the cast list, we need to make our reactions more genuine. So we need to actually talk and then be like, how would you react if you were looking at a cast list? Mabel's prayer. That needs work. We worked on that bit yesterday and it's getting better.
I feel like we just need to keep going.
Yeah, we need to go over. And then when I say my line in Mabel's prayer, I need to stay in the front, in the front of the audience, in the front of the stage when I'm talking to the audience, and stay there and be more passionate about my line, because I'm saying that I shouldn't be a dancer. It doesn't pay to be a dancer. Why are you a dancer? Well, because I'm going back into the line and I'm not really saying with much conviction. So the next question.
Oh, can I just say, about the very beginning of Fame, the hard work, where everything is getting there, especially the movements, is that when I sing, sometimes I sing a bit too low, so I need to get out of the habit of singing low, I have to have confidence and sing much more higher when I'm German.
I liked your, in hard work, when you got your solo, I pray, that was really good.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing well. So the next question is, how will I apply these notes to my professional practice? So that basically means, for people that don't know, it means how do you apply the feedback you've got to the show? How will you improve from now to the show and make it better and make your performance good in the show? So who wants to go first? You can go first.
No, collect go first.
Okay.
For the acting scene, I will just thinking like my face expressions like even bigger than what they were, and then for like the Romeo and Juliet scene, I'm thinking I just bring a notepad and pen on, so then it looks like I'm there in part of the lesson and then looking like engaged in the lesson. So I'm not just looking at the audience, like part of like looking what they're doing in the class.
Yeah. So I think what I will do to apply the notes to my professional practice is with like Mabel's prayer. So once we've done through the dance again, when I say my line, I'm going to make sure that I stay in front of the stage and make sure I'm going to say it loudly and project my voice and make it sound passionate and we'll say it with conviction so that the audience understand. And I also think that with like Bring On Tomorrow at the end, I'm quite good at this with my facial expressions, but when we're doing the gospel section, really clap and really get into it and really react. And I think that as well. With music is hard work. I'm good at this. I'm getting there, but make sure that I'm looking out the audience and my eyeliner is correct, and it's not look up and like make sure my eyeliner's good and say that music is hard work, it's the hardest profession in the world. And really, I need to persuade at least one person in the audience. I want someone. If I ask the member of the audience at the end, do you think music is the hardest profession in the world? I want someone to say yes. And if that happens, then I've done my job properly and I've applied that to the musical landscape. So I think it's all about, like what Kylie said before, keeping the what you do well, like keep positives and keep doing them, because that means that you can focus on bits that aren't so good, and overall the performance should be quite good.
For my acting scene, the way I will improve my professional practice is, or in the second music scene when I come in, I'll make sure, that when I say my first lines, they're very positive, so like I'm surprised in a good way, and until at the end when I'm negative, when I'm very disappointed about when my students haven't been practicing. So I'll make sure my acting is very, very clear in that scene.
Okay. So the next question is, what have I put in place to develop my character? So do you want to go first?
I started how do you say it? Bibliography, but their character.
Bibliography, character bibliography.
Yeah.
Bibliography.
I keep saying it wrong. So like I understand more about my character, and then I'm gonna like talk about each of the songs in, and then saying what my character is doing, like thinking the 10 questions. So far, like said, she doesn't have a good connection with her mum. Her mum's not like happy with what she's doing. Yeah. So it like helps me build the character for each scene.
Yeah, that's good. I think that what I will do, so following up from CV's task on Friday, where we were given 10 character questions and we had to go through our script and annotate how our character would feel at different points in the musical, and I felt I did that quite well. So I now know that my character is like a music student who's quite dedicated and wants to do well. So what I put in place to develop my character is I'm like researching, like I've done this as well for my research, is how like the characters in Fame acted, and like for the students. And I saw the musical as well, so I took notes on how they acted, the students and the music students, how they acted. And I think that as well I put in place I'm constantly like going back, annotating over my notes and looking back at my notes and like doing like a bibliography, which I've done, my character biography I've done. I talked about my character's reactions and my friendships and the relationships of other characters and how they react, and how like what they did before they came to the Fame school, and how they got in. In fact, that when they got in, how they reacted and how happy they were. So in hard work, I'm really trying to show my character through like my facial expressions, my actions, my emotions, and like throughout all of the songs, I'm trying to really focus on how as a music student, how I would act. And then in the dance scene, I act as a dancer who doesn't really feel that dancing is a very good career to go into. And when I'm looking at the cast as an actor, I have to act really excited, like I've got the part I wanted and I'm really, really happy. So I put those things in place, and I'm going to keep working on it until it's perfect, in my opinion, and how I can, until Carly and Stevie tell me it's really, really good, and then that way I know that I've succeeded and I've done what I've set out to do.
For my character biography, I fully know who my character is now. It's like not only is Mr. Steinkoff German, but he's a little bit Jewish as well, So it's really helped me with my character, because every time I speak, my German accent's really clear. So like I managed to improve some keywords like Richmond ensemble, So that makes my character really clear to the audience about who I am, So I'm just going to keep practicing. Don't forget what words I have to pronounce very clearly with German accent. accent, yeah, and just be the German guy on stage.
Okay. So the last question. It's the last question. What areas of the production do we think need improving? So do you want to go first?
I feel like Mabel's prayer could just be like, when doing actions could just be made neater, so we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing, but like clear on each part of the actions.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't know. Maybe Bring On Tomorrow, when singing the song, not singing like completely like not emotion, but like engage with the song.
Okay.
It's
So
getting
it looks better.
Okay, so I think in areas of production, I think regarding technique and content, I think that when we're singing "I'm Alive and I Will Survive," we're starting to. I'm doing this quite well, and some other people are now as well. Facial expressions and looking like you want to be there, because some people look dead, like their faces are flat, they don't really look interested. Like with Mabel's prayer as well, and we're doing the Mabel's prayer, mimicking the actions. We need to that look like we're like really cheesy and really murky, and because at the moment, like Carly said, we look like wet fish, and we kind of do in a way. Like we need to show the audience that we really we want to be there, and we look like we're actually doing something rather than just standing there like that. That sounds a bit critical, but it's probably what she said. And the content, I think that Bring On Tomorrow at the end, I think that we're quite good at the facial expressions that needs work for some people. I'm quite good at that, and but the clapping, the gospel section, like I said before, like I said earlier, we need to make sure that we're really into it, like a gospel choir, like clapping, really happy, and like what Tomorrow could bring, because it's our last time we're going to ever sing together at a school that we're really happy to be in, and how would we react about that being our last time, and about Carmen dying and everything, and how sad that would be. So a mixture of emotions, we need to show that for our facial expressions, and that we can get there, and with the right amount of time we can get there. I think that for hard work at the beginning, that's quite good. Hard work with priests in the end of Act 1, that could be we could be more sharp with our end positions, because it's the end of Act 1. It needs to entice the audience and want them to watch Act 2, because at the moment we're doing our positions, but we're not sharp with them, and we're not holding them. We're kind of like, and if we don't hold them until the lights go down, and we start moving, it's going to look unprofessional. I think that I need to work on when I am saying my line, I need to make sure that I say it in time. I need to make sure I'm not late or early. I need to make sure that when Mabel's prayer, I got in the line in time, and it's like a tight clump, and it needs to make the actions more sharper as well. Apart from that, I think everything else is okay. I'm focusing this year on making sure that I can get my core skills, my basic skills, like a skills year, and the next year. So from this year to next year, really there's a new platform to next year. I've taken on all of these improvements, and next hopefully. But the show, I think, it has the potential to be very, very good, because we all are trying our our hardest, and we're really trying, and we're taking on feedback. I am anyway, and I'm taking on feedback. I'm really trying. Everyone is, and we're like helping each other out, and I think we work quite well as a collective year 1s and 2s. So I think we could be quite good, and I think that I will definitely improve the sections that I need to improve on, and help other people improve the sections. I think we could do quite well, so we have success.
Yeah. Okay, the areas that need to be improved in the show is obviously, again, hard work price, Everyone just really needs to make sure that the characters are really high, facial expressions are up, and that when we're dancing together as one, we need to make sure that we're in time, And secondly, about Mr. Steinkoff music lessons, I definitely am always doing well for my acting, but I did make a mistake where I came on the wrong side of the stage. So I need to make sure I know I'm exiting and coming off stage when it's my cue, Thirdly, beginning of hard work is still going well, except there is a bit of fidgeting, So we need to keep practicing until we get there, All in all, the main thing I'm focusing on this year is my acting, So showing emotions through acting, So what was I going to say? Is showing emotions through acting again, So I'm going to make sure, that my tonality of the voice really matches, the characteristics of who I am, and make sure that the emotions I'm giving out really match who I am as well. So,
Okay, anything else?
Oh, no.
No, I
At
think
the end? Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm sure you mentioned the other notes, or have you done that?
We've done everything.
You see? Okay, cool.
Bye.
Bye.